Hi everyone, it's Sage. Happy New Year, happy 2018. I hope you guys are having a great start to the year. As you can see, I'm back at the dorm. Today was my first day of semester 2, and it's been a really good day. I'm done classes for the day now. I realized that the camera angle is a little weird. I forgot my tripod at home, so I had to balance my camera on my cabinet thing, so it's kind of odd, but it's the best I can do for right now until I can go back home again. So today, I had a commenter, I will try and find the comment, question my reasoning, for not believing in God, and he did it, I can't remember if it's a he or she, I apologize, in a very polite way, but he or she politely said, Sage, I think you are an atheist for the wrong reasons. You seem to be appealing to emotions a lot, and as you probably know, that's a fallacy, a logical fallacy, because emotions have nothing to do with reality most of the time. They have nothing to do with what's true or not. That's just how you personally feel about them. And I would agree that I was led to being an atheist, I guess, due to emotion. I first started doubting because I thought, well, God would be an evil God if he let all of the religious people in the world go to hell, that kind of thing. That's the first thing that got me to doubt. So I would agree that initially it was an appeal to emotion that got me doubting. But now, after I've gotten more confident in my beliefs, I found logical reasons not to believe in God, and I think this is something, I thought this is something I should share in a video, because it's really important. Like, a lot of believers use that fallacy because they say, oh, I don't want to live in a world where there's no God, blah blah blah, there'd be no happiness in my life. That has nothing to do with reality, and we don't want to be making that same fallacy as they are. So after I became more comfortable in my doubt, I started looking more at the facts of religion and how there's no real evidence to support religion or a belief in any God. And I think that's the main thing that I use now when I'm asked why, or even when I'm, thinking to myself why, or have to explain myself in any way. There's no reason to believe in God, and that's when I go to the burden of proof. Burden of proof is on the person making the positive claim. Religion, in this case, is making the positive claim that there is a God, or the theist, I guess I should say, instead of religion, is making the claim that there is a God, and then religions take it one step further and say, there's God, and it's this God, or these gods, or whatever. So that would be the main reason, I guess. There's no actual reason to believe in any God. There's no evidence to support it. It has nothing to do now. I don't lack belief in a God because I don't like the idea of God. The idea of God makes me angry, whatever. Although, if the Christian God were real, for example, I would be angry. I would say he was an evil God. That has nothing to do with my beliefs. It would be wrong for me to use that as an argument against the existence of God. This is really confusing concept, I guess, so I hope I can explain this right. I'm really not that good at verbally explaining what's in my head, my thoughts, so I hope this makes sense to you. But I would encourage anyone who is in their kind of doubting phase to step away from the appeal to emotion and look more at the logical facts. Is there a fact, evidence, that supports any supernatural being? Which there isn't. There's the evidence that we do have is pretty much just personal experience. And I'm not denying anyone their personal experience, but we can't rely on that as evidence, because the mind is deceiving. It can often be deceiving. People hallucinate. People have brain damage and all of that. So it's really hard to, even if someone isn't making it up, like most of these people aren't making it up. They actually had that experience, they almost died and they saw an angel or they saw God or they saw their dead mom or dad or brother or sister or child. I'm sure they had that experience, but it wasn't, it's hard for me and anyone to say, well, that was a real experience, and then someone else say, no, that was just something in your head. Because from all across the world we hear different stories of different religions that conflict each other, and they can't all be right. Everyone's personal experience can't be true because they're from different religions. Like someone in India could have a vision of Kali and say, well, this proves Hinduism is true. Whereas someone in North America could have a vision of Jesus and say, oh, this proves that Christianity is true, so on and so on. So that's going back to my point. Personal experience is really the only evidence that we have, and we can't really take that as evidence because it's varying, and we can't really trust our minds all the time. So that's mainly what I'm trying to say with this. Thanks again to the commenter for bringing that up, because it really is an important something to keep in mind, not to commit any fallacies, because then we're just as bad as the religious population that is claiming to know things that they don't know. We're just as bad if we're making the same intellectual errors. Thank you guys for watching. I would really like to thank you guys. I've had a huge spike in views and likes and comments, and it's just been insane. I haven't had time to go on for the past few days because I've been moving back into the dorm and starting classes, but over the break, I check the comments every day, and I've been getting like 500 views a day, and I just think that's crazy. Like, I don't know how that happened. And the support is overwhelming, so I appreciate all of the comments. And just the views that I've been getting. And I've been getting like DMs, private messages from people of all different backgrounds. So thank you guys so much. I can't possibly reply to all your comments. I try really hard to. If there's some kind of question there, or just somewhere that I can comment or even just say thank you for watching, I really do try to acknowledge all of you guys. But it's been really hard because I'm getting so many comments, which I appreciate so much, so don't think that I don't appreciate it. I'm really sorry if I don't reply to your comment. I really try my best to look at everyone's, but it's just, it's been exciting to have this huge spike in views and likes. I'm wondering if maybe someone's shared a video, because it's mostly been in my like Christian to Atheist video, my first one, that it's had a huge spike in likes. So I'm not sure how that happened, but thank you guys regardless. I really appreciate it. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you soon.